let's do the intro too. My bad. Do you dance to that in the background? Hey guys, welcome to the Baseball Junkies podcast, episode 12. I am your host, Adrian from A League of Our Own on YouTube, and we got
Mr. Enfuego from the same spot.
I feel like we're getting better every week. I don't know.
We are.
It's fun though. Guys, we have an exciting podcast for you today. We got some baseball news and updates. We've got another member from the community showing off their collection. We've got some Q&A for y'all for next week's podcast. So we got some good stuff. We want to start off with a Damar Hamlin update here. As you all may have heard, he is doing much better. He has been released from the hospital. He has met with his teammates. He seems to be recovering very, very well. So all the prayers and good wishes and everything seem to have worked. So our hearts and thanks go out to Damar Hamlin. I'm very glad he's doing well. Mr. Fuego, you had some news you had heard about him as well that you wanted to mention.
So there was I'm going to call it a nasty rumor. There was a rumor that I seen, I believe, on Fox News that there is a possibility that Hamlin will actually lead the Bills onto the field this Sunday. So, I mean, that's all they left at. They didn't say if he's going to be playing. They didn't say if he's just going to just take him out there and then just move on to the sideline. I don't know. Hopefully, the head coach does the right thing and not even consider putting him on the field, to be quite honest.
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I hope the best for Damar. I'm hoping he's discussing all his options with his family and his doctors and such. We were talking about. We're all older. We're all hoping that he takes at the very least the rest of this season off. But I also, in the back of my mind, also think about how I thought when I was 24. So I'm just hoping. I just hope he's taking the rest of the season off. If he comes back next year, I wouldn't be surprised. But we just hope, just makes wise decisions and stays healthy. Hopefully, that's all I'm hoping for. What do you think of the same, Mr. Fuego? Or
I mean, honestly, we're at the tail end of the season. I mean, okay, if let's just say for the sake of argument, the Bills take it all the way and they win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm almost guaranteed they're gonna go ahead and give Hamlin a ring. Take the rest of the time off, continue to heal. Whether you believe or you feel that you're back to 100% or close to it, that is something I would not chance, because how I'm looking at it, cardiac arrest, I would kind of put in the same ballpark as a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is one concussion, and going forward, every time you come close to getting that concussion or you actually do suffer from another one, it just worsens. The symptoms worsen. So it's like he dodged a massive bullet.
Yeah.
Who's to say if he was to go back on the field this Sunday, he takes another hit, he may not be lucky, God forbid.
Yeah. So still hoping and praying for him for his future in not only his career, but just in his life. So, that's what we have on Damar Hamlin. On some more kind of sad news. Earlier this week, I posted on Instagram Liam Hendricks, current relief pitcher for the White Sox. He was an amazing relief pitcher on the Oakland A's. He announced that he has been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he'll be battling that this baseball season. He will not be playing this season. I just want to just make sure I have all my. He put
And
a
for
thing
those
out.
who don't know, long terms, that's just a medical term for cancer.
Correct. On his post, he says, as a professional athlete, I have always been mindful to try to use my position in the public eye for the most positive ends possible by shining a light on causes or issues that touch close to home for myself, my wife, and my family. It is in that spirit that I want to share some personal health news I have learned the past few days and do so on my own terms. And then he goes on. Recently, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hearing the word cancer came as a shock to my wife, and as it does to millions of families each year. However, I resolved to embrace the fight and overcome the new challenge with some determination I have used when facing other obstacles in my life. My treatment begins tomorrow. I am confident that I will make a full recovery and be back on the mound as soon as possible. I know with the support of my family and teammates at the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago White Knots organization, along with the treatment and care from my doctors, I will get through this. So thoughts and prayers go out to Liam Hendricks and his family, and hope nothing for the best for him and the rest of his career.
I believe he's going to pull through just like Trey Mancini did.
I do too.
So I'm not even making a big deal out of it.
Me neither. I mean, obviously, you hear the word cancer and it always just, gives you that sinking feeling. But fortunately, in this day and age, we've got lots of preventative things where we can catch it early and treatments to take care of it. And I think that this is the case for him. They caught it early. It won't be easy, but it will be something that he can fight and get through,
right?
And be back up to baseball ASAP. We want to see him. He's fun to watch, and I love his accent too. So can't wait to see him on the ball field again. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. I want to talk about Mr. Carlos Correa. Finally, he got himself a ball team. It was the one he was on last year, but no. All right. So, the long debacle era with Carlos Correa, with he's going to be a Giant, he's going to be a Met, finally concludes with him going back to the Minnesota Twins with a 6-year contract for $200 million.
I think it was 8.
Was it 8?
Yeah.
My apologies for that. I thought it was 6. And $200 million. And he's got other options and other things to make more money and stuff. It's obviously a lot less than what he was looking for. Both physicals were failed in San Francisco and Mets, and Carlos Correa spoke out today, I believe, about how pretty much it was BS. And I kind of don't blame him in this case. You guys know I'm not the hugest fan of Carlos Correa. But
okay, you were correct initially. I don't mean to cut you off. It is 6 years, $200 million.
Okay, cool. Thank you. The physician that examined him in San Francisco was the same exact one that they had for the New York Mets. So he was kind of like, okay, well, he's not going to. I mean, you're going to get the same results. So he just kind of feels like, I don't know, it's like kind of like a troll job by the Mets, or I'm not. He's kind of annoyed with the Mets. But doesn't sound basically that physician doesn't think Carlos Correa's foot, knee, leg is gonna last forever, which for most of us is the case. But the plate that he has from the previous injury, which that's why I think both the Giants, in my opinion, both the Giants and the Mets would have taken him, but they're not looking to sign him for that many years, which was something we've talked about in previous podcasts, is about these long freaking contracts.
Yeah.
That make no sense. So now he's going back to Minnesota, which they had him last year, so they're more comfortable with him. It makes sense. And just signing for the 6 years.
And I'm pretty sure both Correa and Scott Boras are kind of complaining and pitching a fit about it. But I mean, realistically, as long as you really got signed for a team,
Stop whining.
Yeah. So, yeah. And he made it pretty clear that he's not, it wasn't about the team. It was all about the money. He just wanted the money. He made that, super clear. That was all it was about. So I guess you got what you wanted. Go to Minnesota, be a good teammate, and try to win some ball games and get her done.
There you go.
So, yeah. All right, Carlos Correa. So also some fun news. Nelson Cruz signs with the Padres. Them Padres looking scary. Woo! I freaking love Nelson Cruz. I think he's a great DH. It sounds like that San Diego's plan Nelson Cruz. I'm going to get this backwards. I know it. Nelson Cruz to be the DH for the right-handed pitchers, and
Soto for left-handed.
Soto for left-hand. Thank you. So, that's another huge thing. They signed 1 year.
They avoided arbitration. $23 million
for Juan Soto. Signed a contract for 1 year, $23 million to avoid arbitration. So that they're going to have Juan Soto all year. It's going to be epic. Fernando Tatis Jr. coming back after about 20-ish games in the beginning of the season. That team looks filthy to me. Like,
it does.
Nobody even talks about Trent Grisham, and Trent Grisham's freaking awesome.
I mean, the new additions the Padre had, they got Cruz. They just re-signed Soto. They got Matt Carpenter.
Yeah. And he was filthy on the Yankees there at the end of the season.
He's another deadly left-handed bat against left-handed pitchers.
Yeah.
Then you got Trent Grisham, you got Manny Machado, Tatis when he comes back.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
How many more days till
last I checked, pitchers and catchers report in about 82 days, 81 days.
I can't wait. I gotta go. I might try to hit spring training this year in Arizona. I would love to go to that. Yeah, awesome. All right. So we also have Uncle Larry Kutch back with the Pirates for signed for a year. Thinking he's going to end his career out there in Pittsburgh where he started. So that's kind of fun. That's super cool. Andrew McCutchen was a great ball player, super underrated. Did great things in Pittsburgh. Fun. That's good stuff.
Now the thing is, I don't foresee him going into Cooperstown. I don't think he's produced the numbers.
I don't think he has either. He's one of those ball players that'll, ever in this generation, people that remember him, they'll remember him being a great ball player. But yeah, I don't think he has the numbers to.
I mean, honestly, I would compare Kutch to Adrian Beltre. You go to see him because of his entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Beltre, I got a feeling he's going to make Cooperstown.
Yeah.
Okay, but Kutch, he was just there for the entertainment aspect of it.
Yeah. Adrian Beltre had just that personality. Just really, he sticks out in your mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see what you're saying there. I know. It's like Andrew McCutchen gets forgotten all the time. For so, I don't know what it is. Just doesn't have the pizzazz. I want to say. So yeah. So some other news things that dropped today. Bo Bichette and the Blue Jays. I got to bring up Bobo, but sounds like they're at a disagreement right now for how much money the Blue Jays are offering, like $5 million. He wants $7.5 million. Looking at Bo Bichette's statistics, he's his defense isn't super strong, and that's looking at his numbers from last season. But he offensively did some great things for them. So, but when you compare him to some other shortstops that for signing for a year. It's like I would if I'm Toronto, I'm giving him his 7.5. Just my thoughts there. And the other thing I heard was Frankie Montas, new Yankees pitcher,
Yeah.
suffering some shoulder issues. He's probably going to miss about the first month, they said, of the season. So hopefully that resolves, because I like Frankie. Frankie Montas came for the A's. He did some good stuff over there. He went to New York, and like it happens, he didn't perform as good, but I was hoping maybe fresh season for him. He's, part of that crazy good Yankees lineup, starting pitching lineup, that he'll have a good year, but hopefully we'll see how that goes. So, yeah. Oh, and the last little bit of baseball news I believe we wanted to touch on was the Hall of Fame announcement that comes up on January 24th. You got the stats for me on that, Sal?
So, okay. I'm sure everybody is aware of who the big name for class 2023 is going to be. Okay. It's going to be Carlos Beltran. But
yeah,
according to what is being reported, he is not going to produce. He's not going to make first round. We all know that. All right. He's not going to make first ballot.
Yeah.
But right now, the predictions for going to Cooperstown, we're looking at both Scott Rowland and Todd Helton. But a lot of people that came up short, whether it's by a long shot or by a margin, their numbers are going to significantly increase. Like, for example, I'm going to go with my guy, Alex Rodriguez. His first year being looked at, I think he came up at 36 or 35%. They're predicting about 43% of the votes going in favor of him going into Cooperstown. So, I mean, the announcement is actually going to be made on the 24th of January. So as we get more information on it, we'll be sure to post it on the Discord, or we'll bring it up in future episodes of the podcast. So just stay tuned for that, really.
Yeah. You think Beltran's going to get in?
He will, but I got a feeling he's probably going to make it either midway or towards the end of his eligibility, which is 10 years.
Yeah. I don't think he's getting in.
Really?
Personally. I don't think he's going to get in. He's got the numbers. He had everything, but with all his debacle and everything that happened.
He's not a part of the 500 home run club. He doesn't have 3,000 hits.
It sounded to me like up until this stuff that recently happened, he was a for sure shoo-in, is what the impression that I got.
I would not be surprised if they hold 2017 against him.
That's exactly why I don't
think
how
these reporters are. They're petty.
Yes.
So okay, he does have 3,000 hits. My bad. I don't know exactly how many.
Yeah. I want to do. I've been forgetting to do this every week because we get so involved in our topics. But I want to do a quick shout out, hello to everybody that's been in the chats supporting us. I'm gonna try to go through these quick. I see JML, Canada 383. We got Will. We got Justin. We got Beast from Firestarter Breaks. Center Hill, Rad, Dan B Dog. Happy birthday to Rad. Happy birthday to Rad. Threw me off real quick. Rad Rocky. Connell Card Collection. God is great. Titus, what's up? Sensei, White Sox Tom, Adam.
Make sure to hit the like button, folks. There's 32 y'all watching.
Thank you guys so much for being here week after week. I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate all of you that have been downloading the podcast, watching the replay when you can't make it, or whichever works. You guys are awesome. Your support. You've been talking about us on all your channels, and it's just been so awesome. Me and Mr. Fuego got an email this week about our update for our podcast and stuff, and we got people in other countries listening to us. It was kind of, I don't know, kind of threw us both back. Like, we got people in Ireland.
We're known in 5 countries.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very humbling. Oh, JG50's here. you guys are awesome. I just appreciate you all so much. I try to make it in everybody's videos, live streams to support you back. This community is wonderful and just, you guys are awesome. So thank you all so much. Yeah, smash that like button for show. Make sure I'm hoping you're all are subbed up to us. Sub up my guy, Mr. Fuego. He's opening. It's happening. A case of 2022 Topps Chrome update. About half an hour-ish after the podcast ends today. Be over there to check that out for show. Yeah, appreciate you guys. I want to make sure I got that out.
Well, that's to be determined, because I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls the same stunt that Mike Messina did. Just go in with a blank, with no team logo on his hat. The question was, if Beltran got in, what team would he be representing?
Well, I want to. Can I even say the name of the team anymore? So, he played mostly for Cleveland, did he not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mostly. I would expect Cleveland, but I could be wrong.
But some of his
saying Red Sox
weren't with Cleveland, though. He just got the longevity with the team.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I'm not sure. I just want to throw out one more thing here in the podcast before we bring on our guest for today. Next week's podcast, we have got Extreme Card Breaks from YouTube. He's coming on to do an interview with us. If you guys don't know who Extreme Card Breaks is, you need to check out his channel on YouTube. He does Whatnot and all that stuff as well. You can see all his links on his thing. But the first time I ever heard of him was on YouTube. He's got amazing information for the hobbyists on there. Everything from scammers to grading submissions to card shows to how to package cards to eBay scammer lists to help you out. I mean, so much information. He's helped me out so much in this hobby, even before I even started to get to know him, with, how to ways to conduct yourself in this hobby, like unwritten rules kind of thing, or, packaging things and sending it. So much information. Really excited to have him on. He's been in the business without any gaps for, I want to say, I feel like I heard him say like 18 years the other day, but we'll be able to, so I'm going to be posting in the community tab on the Discords and all those things. If you guys aren't familiar with the Discords, we got Cardmunity Inc., Mr. Enfuego's Discord, and I'm also in the I can't think of Slappy's name of his Discord, but at any rate, all of that's in the description. I'm going to be on there. I want to hear you guys' questions, thoughts, topics we want us to bring up for him. All right, boss. You got any other topics you want to talk about, touch base on before I bring on our special guest?
Just since you brought up Extreme Card Breaks, I went ahead and dropped the link to his Discord in the chat, so be sure to go check it out.
Did I talk about the PSA class action suit?
No, you have not.
Whoops. I need to talk about that real quick. Recently, a class action lawsuit has been opened against PSA. Big time collector bought a card, sent it in to get resubbed, and the person that originally had it submitted to PSA comes out and be like, I duped you guys. That card's fake, and you guys just verified it, and then you reslabbed it. And then they did the whole class action thing, and they go to get the card from the FBI, goes to get the card from PSA, and they give it to them, but they take it out of the slab before they give it to the FBI. So Sports Card Radio just broke this earlier this week. I have the link to their video in the description. Be sure to check it out. Be sure to check out the class action suit and the information on Sports Card Radio's website. There is an email on there that you can contact and be involved in this if PSA has ever done you wrong. And I'm contacting them. So just check it out. Something to think about. PSA doesn't want to stand by their own policies in this particular situation. So how this unfolds is going to be super interesting. So yeah. All right.
Well, PSA, I mean,
I know they just think that. I mean, and I can't say that they're wrong. They know they're the biggest and baddest, and they're just. I guess they feel like they can do whatever they want whenever they want. So
it's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys. Without further ado, we have got the one, the only Adam's Card Closet here to share his collection with us today. Adam, thank you so much for joining us today. How you doing?
Thank you. Doing good, and y'all?
Doing great.
Awesome. Adam, before you get to showing the collection, let's talk it out. Tell us how you became a Atlanta Braves fan, how you got into card collecting. We want to know.
How was the card closet built?
Yeah, how did you build a card closet? Do you have blueprints?
All right. So to answer part A of that question is how did I become a Braves fan? So and how did I get into card collecting is going to kind of go hand in hand here. A friend of mine, when I was probably like 12 or 13 or something like that, gifted me a nice little stack of Donruss from '83 and so on and so forth. So I really didn't know much about baseball before then and so on and so forth, who played and teams or none of that stuff because, heck, I was a basketball player. So I sat there and loved basketball. So that was my sport. So but anyways, as I started thumbing through this, I had to pick a team, where I grew at, just grew up at, should I say. Everybody had their teams that they had to root for. So if I was going to have a baseball team, I needed to root for one. So I just started searching through that stack of Donruss and started looking at the colors and team names and all that. And so I sat there and started liking the colors of the blue was my favorite color. So I started looking for teams that had blue in them and so on and so forth, and narrowed that down to a few teams, and then started looking at some of the players and so on and so forth. And then the team names that came with them and this and that. And of course, some of my ancestries had Indian in them and so on and so forth. So I kind of liked that thought about the Braves and that. And of course, the name Braves, what boy or, wouldn't want to consider themselves brave or whatnot and tough and stuff like that. So that's how I kind of chose them and whatnot. I kind of liked that. And that's kind of how I got into card collecting as well. That friend gifted me a stack, but another friend came over probably about a couple of years later and stayed the night and said, "Man, what are you doing with these cards there, man? I don't know. Somebody gave them to me a couple of years back. I just got them stacked up here and so on and so forth." So he started thumbing through there. And of course, the '83 Donruss, the two big rookies in that year was Wade Boggs and Tony Gwynn. Ironically, that stack had those two in there. So the guy sat there and duped me and traded me a couple of cards for those two. And so then sit there and felt bad once I kind of figured out what was going on, because I started seeing his card collection and so on and so forth. So, heck, man, I'd like to do that. Where you go to get that at and so on and so forth. So I went to the card store, got a book, and started scrolling through there. Oh, man, that dude just got two $20 cards off of me for, two 50-cent cards or whatnot.
Man.
That's my introduction into getting into the card collecting and so on and so forth. I think I told this story on one of my streams or one of y'all's or somebody's about playing this guy in basketball and getting that back.
You get those cards back.
So I eventually got those two cards plus.
Yeah. I love that story.
That's my brave story and how I got into card collecting.
Awesome. So I feel stupid asking this question because I feel like everybody knows, but just in case, who is your number one PC?
I just like to be Chipper, so Chipper Jones is the answer.
All right, you guys. Adam is a huge Chipper Jones fan, an amazing Chipper Jones. I've seen stuff on his videos, mail days, all stuff. You do a lot of TTMing and stuff too, but man, the Chipper stuff is pretty exciting. So let's see. I'm just double checking in the chats here if anybody has any questions. There's people I see the other Braves fans saying you made a good choice with the Braves.
Brad was saying that, wait a minute, there was a possibility he could have been a Cubby.
Could have been.
The colors were right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that cool name, the Braves, I like it. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna give you the full screen and get started here. If you want to start showing off the good stuff here, let's.
Okay. I'm gonna flip my camera around at the same time you're doing this, so I can show them cards off better.
Even better. Sounds good.
Even better.
All right. And chat, let me know if this screen is working. Looks good enough. If
looks
I should take
good on my end.
Yeah, it looks good on my end too. Awesome.
All righty. So the very first card that made me a chipper collector over, say, a Dale Murphy or somebody like that is this card right here. So basically, initially when I was collecting cards back when I was a teenager, Ken Griffey Jr. was my guy. And even though the Braves was my team, Ken Griffey Jr. was my favorite baseball player. So I collected the mess out of some Griffey Jr. And I got out of card collecting probably early 90s. Didn't get back into it until probably like 2007. So I went to the local card shop because I wanted to get back into it and said, this time I'm going to have to sit there and collect somebody a little bit cheaper or whatnot, other than Griffey Jr. or whatnot. So I said, I'm going to go collect the Braves player. And I was tossing back and forth whether I was going to do Chipper Jones or Dale Murphy. So I went into the card shop. I was looking for one of those two guys. And this is the only card that really had some pop to it when I went into the card shop. And this bad boy is quad and numbered to 20. So I sit there and picked this up for, I think, like 10 or 15 bucks. So I sat there and immediately went home, got on eBay and started buying some cards, a chipper, and so on and so forth. And that's how I became the chipper collectors with that card right there.
Very cool. Very nice card.
Now for my one-of-a-kind piece that's going to showcase the rest of this episode. I've showed it a couple of times on my channel.
Are we going to see the Holy Grail of Adam's car closet?
Now I got many of Holy Grails with.
You got to have one.
But this right here,
oh wow,
is a kind of acrylic 5-card holder here with chipper, and his 93 through 2012 is his playing career. So this was the Titanic threads. They made a 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, and a 5 of 5. Of course, you had to chase down all 5 of these cards to make the tomahawk. Now, it wasn't like they made 5 of those, 5 of those, 5 of those, 5 of those, or 5 of those. They made a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You had to get all 5 out of that was possible to make that tomahawk. So that is spectacular. I don't know how in the world the guy that bought that initially, or I bought that off of, did it, but he did it. And when I saw that, I think I felt like I overpaid for it. But now I've been offered up to $5,000 for that, and that's not going anywhere.
That is a beautiful display. This is my first time seeing this. That's sick. That is sick, man.
And then this next piece I'm gonna show y'all is this sick trifold, and it's from a brand called Supreme. They was only around, I think, like they only made this like 1 or 2 years. I love it because it's kind of got a little acetate look to it, and got the big old jumbo relic and the autograph on that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that is numbered somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, numbered to 10. So the one card I sit there and think, if you got to have a rookie card of your guy, right? So the big boy rookie card for, of course, Chipper would be his Topps Desert Shield. And of course, these are extremely hard to come by as well because they only packaged these up and sent them overseas and to the military, and so on and so forth. So most of the guys just threw these things away, and very few of them brought them back. And then if they did come back, they was just in the lockers or backpacks or just luggage, and not very many came back in PSA 10s But this one is not a 10, unfortunately, but it is a 9.
Yeah. Close enough. Those are hard to get, let alone that high of a grade. I've got Desert Shield in the back of my mind for getting one someday because those are so cool. I just thought you were going to show PSA 10 of that card. I didn't know it was going to be a Desert Shield. Good Lord.
Now, I love cards like this, and people want to know why I'm real good with stats and stuff because, I love reading the back of the baseball cards, and I love cards like this that's kind of got patches in it. That's 2,726 is his career total in hits. And then, of course, I like it when they inscribe it as well. Yeah. And of course, anytime it's got that 101 logo on it as well, that's always nice too, right?
Yeah.
Not bad. I don't mind that. Not one bit.
Not bad. So then, of course, I love stuff like this as well. It's got Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, Chipper Jones, David Justice, Andres the Cat Galarraga. All 6 of those, of course, was Bravos. And this bad boy is Uno of Uno as well. Somewhere it says it. Oh, yeah, right there.
Which one of y'all hit the SAP button?
And then if anybody's ever watched that one video where I said I pulled off my biggest trade ever, where I sit there and basically traded 1/1 out of my collection, that was shocking that I ever let a 1/1 chipper get away.
Yeah.
But I picked up this 1/1 in that deal. Bam, let's go.
Wow.
Nice book with a big old jumbo patch. And then I also got this card with it too, this 3 of 3.
Switch success. Dang.
And then I also picked up another 1/1. Where's it at? This bad boy here. This Topps Dynasty 1/1. So I got all 3 of those for one of my 1/1s. Now that 1/1 I traded away, I felt like was probably just a smidge better than any one of those 3, but to get 3 in return, definitely was going to take that.
Dang.
And what's ironically was with that book there that you just sat there and seen, I actually had another version. At Topps Triple Threads each year, they put out 3 variations of each of their cards, if that makes sense. Yeah. And so here was another one of those from that same year. So I'm only missing one of the 1 books that they would have produced that year.
Which one are you missing?
I don't know. I never seen it.
Copy that. All right.
When you find it, let me know.
I was gonna say I'm gonna keep an eye out now. Oh, these are sick. I love triple threads.
Yeah. This is a tragedy. This one is only numbered 3.
Darn.
But I sat there and got that. But here's one from Mr. Infrago. This is one of the very earliest Chipper Jones autographs from a licensed product, and it's got his boy, the captain, Derek Jeter. And both of those rookie years were 93.
That is a beautiful dual auto.
So I love that card because they were both rookies in 93, and their career. I don't know. I just think it's eerily similar of those 2 guys. What they meant to their teams and their squads. So, all right. So now I guess my favorite non-autograph card besides that 5-piece there is this one right here. This is a big old thick
bat knob.
Bat knob.
So cool.
And then of course it's got his number because he had to go to the bat rack and be able to find his bat. So of course they always name them after with their numbers on them, jersey numbers.
Dang, I've never in person or nothing those are so hard to get, those bat knobs. That's awesome, man. Whew.
So then I got this one right here with the word Larry, his real name, and of course it's got an All-Star Game patch that's separating the laundry tag right there.
Oh man,
yeah.
Uno of Uno, of course.
Threads. Ooh, what year of Triple Threads is that, Adam? Do you see it on the back there? So tiny. 2010. Sick.
Bam, there we go.
Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Eagle Eyes. My eyes are bad. So then we got another piece of another All-Star Game patch there. And then, of course, the logo man, 1/1, and that's from All-Star Game jersey.
That's awesome.
And what's crazy is I ironically got a booklet of the whole big full All-Star Game patch on a booklet, and I was dumb enough to not remember to bring that to showcase off tonight.
Dang. Next time. Ooh.
Of course, I love anything that's kind of got something other that has his whole name or a name on it or jersey number and stuff. So that's one of his bat barrels, Chipper Jones.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And then got a different one as well with Chipper Jones. 1/1.
That one's super sharp.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Here comes the money. Money.
And just another.
Just another one. Another one.
Now, this is one of my favorite cards as well because you don't see Chipper on it yet, but Yogi Berra, Johnny Bench, Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson, Ozzie Smith, Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, and Brooks Robinson.
Jeez.
Dang.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Everybody's jaws is
Ain't
on
no
the
way,
bell
man.
right now. Whew.
Ain't no way.
So then, I can show you as many one-of-the-one Chippers that we want to kind of see tonight.
Literally, oh my God.
I got like 3 one-row boxes of one-of-ones.
Oh my God. Okay, just keep showing them, man. I don't know. I can't get enough. These are amazing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you.
Oh, snap.
So this has the HR and this has the I guess the home run logo that they had. Now they also had one that had the single, and I wasn't able to pick that up. Made me mad. I'm sorry, I'm venting right quick.
No worries.
Got a Chipper Jones autograph on the card as well.
You know how many one-on-ones you've got?
No, I don't.
That's good. That's a nice thing. Wow, printing plates all over the place.
Here's a random question for you, Adam. So you know how they come up with these random sets, right? Like they're out of 3 or out of 5 or anything like that? Are there any sets that you have all of the variations to? Like you have 1 through whatever number they've made?
That's
a good question. I've been asked that several different times. I do not have a whole complete run. I've tried that before. I've gotten as many as 3 or 5, and I've gotten many as a 7 of 10. But slowly, I've sat there and started moving maybe 1 or 2 of those, plus some of my kind of dupes it because I want to try to get more uniques or whatnot, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what I've been doing here more recently, is trying to move 1 or 2. And so even like the Topps Dynasty, they would have like 3 different picture variations and different tags or sickness stuff that they would put in their one-on-ones as well. I just had that same guy that did the quoted the 3 for the 1. He's done asked me for several more of my chippers or whatnot, and this is one of the ones he just contacted me last week. Once again, his offer's got to be stupid for me to trade any of my cards, I want the arm and the leg.
Ooh.
I like this one here because it says the O block, chip off the O block or chipper O block. So I love that as well.
Yeah, that was creative. That's cool.
Got 100 RBI, 8 in a row. 8 years in a row, he had 100 RBIs.
Dang.
The year he won the MVP, he had a 337 batting average. I done showed that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
So
Excited.
So one of the other things I was going to sit there and try to show was the fact that, of course, every card that they ever made has to have a printing plate, right?
Yeah. Oh,
so this card here, I have all the different printing plates of that specific card.
Ah,
So not only did I sit there and get the one printing plate, I got every color of that card, that card, that card, that card,
Oh my God!
that card, that card, that card,
I don't even have words to express.
that card.
You had you could
yeah.
You should have saved Adam for the season finale.
Oh my God. I know. Like,
This is awesome.
usually I don't, you know me, I'm not speechless, but I'm.
Jesus take the lead.
Yeah. 100%. I need Jesus
Oh.
right now. Wow.
Of course, Chipper Jones with the Jackie Robinson patch. Of course, Jackie
Oh my
Robinson is
God.
probably what I would call the most iconic baseball player of all time.
Now, what the numbers represent? Okay, the player. My bad. Duh, got to read.
Yeah.
So you got the United States flag right there underneath John Smoke. So that was
Yep.
from him. Chipper Jones with the Jackie, and then of course my boy Andrew Jones with the
Nice.
tomahawk right there.
Is
That's-
Andrew going to be a Hall of Famer, Adam?
My personal opinion, I feel like he should. He's got 10 straight Gold Gloves in center field, not left field or right field, but center field. And then he hit 400 and something home runs. People want to fuss that he had a couple of years at the end of his career bad, but come on now. His first 10 could compete with any other Hall of Famer out there. And then he had 2 or 3 decent years still with your Yankees before he started declining.
Well, he was on the decline when he was in pinstripes, though.
Yeah. Y'all did it to him, you see.
No, God!
New York does that to people
No,
sometimes.
God!
So then I got this. I love that big old super swatch patch.
Yeah.
You know, everybody needs to get buttoned up and dressed up every now and then. So I got a bunch of these nice button cards, and all these are usually numbered somewhere between 5 and 7 or less.
Yeah.
Adam is the Tony Montana of a Chipper Jones collection.
Say hello to my little
I-
friend.
Hey, Adam.
Yo.
I have a super impossible question for you. Super impossible. Oh my God, that's sick. You got a favorite?
A favorite?
Do you have a favorite? Is that right there? That's your favorite of all? Okay. All right.
That is the
5
favorite.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. The whole axe there, dude.
See, this is what I was talking about as well a while ago with I got the gold MVP and Rookie of the Year, even though he finished second to Hideo Nomo, MVP, and the 357 home runs. So that's kind of what I was talking about. Each year, Triple Threads would have a different kind of design
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Dang. I don't know if you're prepared for the. Oh my God, awesome. There's a couple people in the chats asking. I guess you have a huge Hank Aaron collection as well.
I have every Hank Aaron Topps run card that there is, except the 55, ironically. Now, most of the years I have dupes and trips and stuff.
Yeah.
See, I just showed y'all that card a while ago.
Yeah.
And that's like two of the ones out of 10, just to kind of show y'all what the question was
Yeah.
asked.
The
Right.
whole run. Yeah. Dang.
So I
I'm
like
never
this
be able
right
to-
here from. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead. I'm enjoying every minute of this, man. I'm just got a
Yeah.
loss for words.
4 or 5 out of that. But that year they made a different version of everything, like a 6 of 10. Then they had the bat. I mean, not the bat. Yeah, the ball right there.
So a question just came in, Adam. What is your current chipper count?
I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Want to find
I
in
had
the
a
4 to
feeling when he
25.
said he didn't know how many 1-on-1s he had. It's probably impossible to keep track of all them chippers.
Definitely.
Shoot.
So basically, just about every variation of this year, and whether it was a bat, a relic, or a jersey, I have.
Nice.
And all the different numberings. Oh, this is a pretty hard one to get, even though it's numbered to 90. A lot of these sit there and got damaged, and these are one of those things that always stick really bad or whatnot. And so,
yeah.
Huddle's card collection was asking, is your favorite, is that the full run?
The one in the background there, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Basically, that's a 1 of 5. So you had to get each one of those 5, Michael, to complete that. So basically, that was like you had to get each one of those 5 to make that. So.
And then
Nobody
Kenny
else.
Weaver is asking, have you ever been to Cooperstown?
Have not been to Cooperstown.
Oh man, that's on my list. Bucket
Mine
list
too.
Well, this collection needs to be in Cooperstown.
Seriously, yeah. Bad Box Pulse says Museum of Chipper. I seriously feel like you could have a museum. Like that's not.
I mean, all jokes aside, Adam. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen many of collections. Okay, and obviously you've probably seen them on the YouTube as well, where you got all these individuals that's got these massive bankrolls where they decorate their furniture with their collection. Okay, but I'm talking about an average Joe, hardworking American who puts that much time and effort into what you've got going on right there. Dude, it comes second to none, honestly.
Yeah. This is
and here's a little fun fact. From 91 to 95, I was actually a Braves fan.
What?
What?
Play one of those sound bites you got there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Wow. What? You were a Braves? Like, I feel like you can't just say that. You need to just.
And the reason I was a Braves fan was primarily Andres Galarraga.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
the man had a monster bat. So.
And he won the MVP in '95 over one of your boys.
Don't judge me, Jeremy.
Yeah. I know people are telling you to take your hat off in the comments.
So I'm going to only show one more because we can sit there and do this all night long.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cancel my case break and we could just do this.
We're just gonna look. Yeah.
So this is the last piece I want to wrap the night up with. Came from his very last game.
Oh wow!
Very last game was in the wild card against the Cardinals.
And it got a 9? What the?
That got a
my
9.
last game.
Beautiful. God, I missed ticket stubs.
Now, what caused that to actually get a 9? Really?
Do not know. It's probably because they don't know how to center it. Should I get on that PSA class action suit?
Yeah, there you go, right there. Oh my God, Adam. I mean, I knew we were going to see a great collection tonight. I had no idea, that we were going to just be in awe. Like, just thank you so much. Like, this was truly our pleasure, truly our viewers' pleasure. This, if you guys are listening to this in the podcast format, you need to go onto the replay of this and look at these cards. Adam's card closet.
That time, put Spotify away.
Yeah.
Check out the visuals for this because you're missing out.
Easily, probably one of the greatest freaking Chipper Jones collections out there. It's got to be. I mean, God. You guys check out Adam's card collection on YouTube. I have all the links in the description. You need to sub him up if you want to see some amazing cards. Adam's got great videos. He has mail day videos. He has TTM videos. He does Guess Who, like a trivial thing every Sunday with people in the community. He's a great community member. He's in a lot of the lives, commenting in a lot of people's videos. He's very knowledgeable. He was talking about the statistics earlier. And and again, I will repeat again, probably the greatest Chipper Jones collection out there. I mean, somebody fight me on that, because we were super speechless looking at this amazing collection.
Wow. Ripping for Rookie said, challenge accepted. I will be glad to put up my Hans Kraus collection up against that Adam.
Oh, snap. Nice one, Mike. Awesome. Adam, if you can turn your camera around real quick, bring yourself back on the screen for us. I just want to tell you, just thank you so much for thank you so much. This was way
well above expectations.
Man. I'm like emotional about it. It's like, that was awesome. That was just awesome, Adam. Let me that was let's see. Put us back here. Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
I will say this now. Future guests, Adam just set the bar.
I said, yeah, y'all need to bring it. We high end, we classy up in here. We're classy. Somebody commented earlier, I didn't want to interrupt, but they were like, does anybody feel like going and buying a big card right now? I'm gonna be searching eBay or searching some things after this. I feel like I need something amazing. That was awesome.
I mean, honestly, my mantles don't even come close to that, because what you showed has more eye appeal than what those 50s mantles actually have in monetary value. Because I mean, it's like the effort that you put into collecting, knowing what you want, and knowing exactly what you had. Not many people do that. They just associate it with, look, I got a Hans Kraus 1 of 1, $20,000.
Yeah.
At least with you know who to collect, you know what they're about, you know the history behind that player and the organization. I mean, you can't ask for a better collector. That is the ideal collector.
Hats off to Adam's collection. Adam, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We will see you in the live streams. I'm gonna push you backstage again. Hang out with us for a little bit after. We're just gonna wrap this up here, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My.
Why does it do that? Why am I over here? I need to be over here. Thank you. Dude, battle. Dude.
Man.
Dude. Oh my God.
Oh, hell no.
You guys, that's the podcast for I wanted to shout out a video of the week. I'm just kind of at a loss of words right now, but I wanted to shout out Justin Ladvina. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm sorry, Justin, if I'm not. He had an awesome video in the Cardmunity this week showing off some T206 cards that are going to be in the COG boxes. I think Diamond Princess is giving one of those boxes away. You guys definitely check out that video if you haven't. Give Justin a sub. He's got a newer YouTube channel himself, and he's a super generous, super nice guy. And
that man has issues. No, really. Okay, this question is for the chat. What are your thoughts about an individual just randomly giving away pieces of art that are over 100 years old? I mean, seriously. That tells me that he's probably got the monster created, all 525 cards of the T206 set times 3.
So he's probably a little bit messed up in the head, like the rest of us.
There we go. Walking. Is he dying? Rocky. Fantastic crazy.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Justin was in Diamond Princess's live stream last night. Was it last night?
Yeah, it was last night.
He sponsored the video, and he just decides, oh, I'm gonna give away a T206 card to somebody here in the chat tonight. Do the number game,
A
Diamond.
simple card game. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick whoever's got the closest number will win this T206.
Yeah. And the video that I linked in the description, you guys check it out. He's showing off the T206s that are going in the COG sports card boxes. I put COG's link in there as well, which is awesome, amazing stuff. Another Cardmunity guy that fits right in with us. Super nice, super generous. He's out there supporting everybody and subscribing and chatting and being in live streams. Can't beat it. I gotta go gather my thoughts before you do your case break tonight, because
fortunately, we'll have at least a 30-minute grace period because I'm gonna need to digress on that one too. Adam threw a lot.
Digress. That's a good way of putting it. Guys, yeah. So Mr. Fuego going live in about 30 minutes on his channel. You guys got his links. They're up there. Check him out. He's opening an entire case of 2022 Topps Chrome Update. We're going to see some bangers tonight. I know it. I can feel it. You guys, thank you so much for being with us here tonight in Baseball Junkies podcast. Check us out next week with Extreme Card Breaks, interviewing him next week. Don't forget to get your questions and comments in the Discord and such when we post a thing for that there. And that's a wrap for
hold up. Time out. I got one thing that you try to you probably try to brush under the rug. We've caught on to you. Let's go ahead and give us. I'm gonna give a go ahead and do a special shout out for my partner in crime over here, reaching over 900 subs in such a quick time. We on the grind for 1K, so y'all keep showing that love that y'all have been. Tell your friends. Hey, y'all got a league of her own here doing big things in YouTube,
Snap. I got 900 subscriber giveaway video will be up this week, giving away another slab. I love to give away the slabs for those. So look out for that. And thank you, Mr. Fuego. I know, almost to 1,000. I'm getting there.
And hold Adrian to yourselves. You selfish individuals. Y'all need to share the wealth.
Awesome. Check out my boy, Mr. Fuego, before he starts crying. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Peace.